Hi, my name is Julie Watko. I'm a junior here at the University of Mount Union, and I'm majoring in graphic design and visual communications. I work for Residence Life as a community educator in Elliott Hall. This is my first year in the position, and it's my second week, and I've been noticing some difficulties between balancing being a CE and doing my schoolwork. With the position of being a CE, I'm supposed to be in my room a certain number of hours a week, and I have to have those hours posted. So in case my residents need anything, or if they're having any difficulties, or they just need to talk to me about anything, I'm here for them. Some complications I have had while being a CE in the past 2 weeks is that there's some paperwork, of course, at the beginning of the year that residents need to turn in. And so we gave it all out to the people that we saw move in and, the residents that moved in beforehand. But, there are those couple people that we missed. So at our first hall meeting, we were like, hey, is there anybody who didn't get it? And a couple people came forward that they didn't have theirs yet. So we gave it out to them at the meeting for them to fill out later that night or get it to us as soon as they possibly could. And after the meeting, there was still a bunch that we had left that people hadn't picked up. So I went later that week to knock on people's doors and was like, hey, did you have one? Most of the people weren't there because I went on a Friday night, but I just kind of left the paperwork and the flow notes on it. Most people got back to me by Sunday night, which was really appreciated, but there was just one resident that just didn't get hers back to me. So I ended up going to knock on her door Tuesday, Wednesday-ish, and she was in there, and I didn't even have to say anything. She just saw me, and she was like, oh my gosh, I'm working on it, here, let me just sign it right now, I'll get it to you. So she was just scattering around her room trying to find her RCR and get it to me, but she was just so apologetic, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's not a big deal, just making sure that you actually had it and stuff. And then another resident came to me today, and she's like, so my roommate moved out. And I was like, okay. She's like, is there anything I need to do? I was like, not really, it's your space now. And I just kind of explained what goes along with that a resident could move in later in the year, but until that point, the room's just hers for use. So she was asking me how am I supposed to set it up? What am I supposed to do? How do I get the most space out of this room? And so she was thinking about lofting both for beds, and I tried to explain to her how different things could be set up, but so she ended up contacting Physical Plant, and she's getting that all worked out. But during that time, I can just kind of do some schoolwork and stuff, but that's been kind of hard for me because most of my classes require certain programs like Adobe Photoshop or InDesign or Flash Animation, but I don't have those programs on my computer, so I have to go to Eels Art Center to do that. So during my open door hours, I can't really work in here. It's just kind of, me being here. So I have to make time to do my schoolwork after that. So I kind of reorganized my open door hours so I can have them all before dinner. So after dinner, I can just kind of do my schoolwork and just go where I need to be. But even with the difficulties and stuff, I'm working on my time management skills, and it's gonna get there. It's only week 2, but I'm gonna figure it out here pretty shortly and get a schedule down. But I think it's gonna be a good year. I'll get everything figured out. But